Hey guys, Matt Sneyd here. We're going to do another walkthrough. This is one that we didn't do. I forgot to remind Yoshi to come film me on the last time for when we bought this house. But we're going to do a walkthrough. We finished this one up. This is a nice little remodel in Cottonwood Heights. It's on 2919 East, 7375 South. I like this home. It's a little one-level home. The one-level homes are pretty popular. A lot of people like main-level living, no basement. Whether they're disabled, elderly, or just like one-level living, no stairs is a good thing. This is a pretty good size one level, 1,700 square feet, all on one level, which is really nice. So Yoshi probably started the video off with a little pan of the front of the house. We repainted all the exterior and put new trim on these windows. They had no trim on the outside, so we kind of trimmed them out, so it gave it a little touch because it was really bare on the outside. Also, this window here and this window out front here are both brand new. They used to have the box windows that kind of stuck out about, like, I don't know, a foot or so onto the exterior of the home, almost like you put plants in there and stuff. Just kind of dates the home, so we didn't really like it too much. We just replaced those two windows real quick. Really changed the curb appeal. We did the black door. We didn't do black. We saw a couple of houses, but we didn't see it in time. But on the next couple ones we may do black trim to accent the black door. As far as this may be black, the rain gutters may be black, all the trim on the exterior we did white. But black actually looks pretty good too, which you'll probably see on one of our next rehabs. But come on in, I'll walk you through what we've done on the inside here. So you walk in here and you got a nice big front room area. You have some French doors that go out to a little side patio that we've staged. This is all staging furniture. We've actually had really good luck with staging lately, where sometimes we use it, sometimes we don't, but it's been pretty good lately. As you come in here, we put all new flooring. We painted all the interior. Most of the windows, except for the two I talked about up front, were already new, so we didn't have to replace any. Over here we have a fireplace, which was already had a gas line run to it, but nothing was done to it. We had to kind of upgrade it and spent a couple thousand, which is kind of more than usual on a fireplace. But a lot of the cool thing that we're doing now is the crushed glass fireplace with the igniter in the ground, so that the flame just comes out of the glass. A little bit more modern and really cool. It's one of the wow factors that we're starting to put in houses. You can get tempered glass from a glass company pretty cheap, and igniter is going to be, depending on if you have a gas line already ran there, it's going to be about $5,000 to $1,000 to convert it. We also added this mantle on here, which is a couple of trim pieces. Our handyman fabricated it up. Before it was just the tile around the edge, so we added this white stuff around here and the mantle on top to give it a little bit more flair. So let's see, we'll hit the kitchen real quick and then head over to the bedrooms. In here we have a galley kitchen. A galley kitchen is a kitchen that you'll see that's just like this. It's straight down, you got cabinets on either side. It's not your most ideal kitchen, but this is a pretty nice kitchen, so it was able to work. We were able to sell this house in just 5 days, which is awesome, and it was for pretty close to our asking price. We are lucky on this house, is we got this house on short sale, and all these cabinets were already in here. They got the quiet close feature on them, so that you close them and they don't slam shut. And the same with the doors. These are IKEA. You can get those upgraded at IKEA for pretty cheap. What we did is, since the bathroom also had IKEA, we remodeled a half bath down here that we just put IKEA stuff into, and we're actually going to start converting over and using a lot of IKEA cabinets because they're cheap and easy to install and actually look really good. The countertops are already here as well. The dishwasher was new. We put that in here. And the stove is new, the microwave's new, and we actually sold this house without a fridge. It's just kind of hit or miss on whether we include a fridge or not on the home. We look at comps and see if they were included or not, and we can always include it if the buyer asks for it. So we'll head around to the bedrooms real quick since we saw the kitchen. So here's the master bedroom. It's kind of a nice setup. It's not too big of a master. You can fit, this is a full I think in here, but you can fit a queen pretty comfortably with a nightstand, and you got a lot of room, extra room down here. But it has a walkout area, door to the side, which is a covered patio with a hot tub. So it's a really cool little feature for the master bathroom. or the master bedroom. That was all already there. The hot tub was there. It was included. We put some of this white fencing to make it a little bit more private, but also still feel open and airy. Before it was just the poles. It was unpainted. It was really bare and just needed to be finished off. So we painted all that when we painted the outside. And then this closet over here was actually it was 2 closets with a thing down the middle. I actually have some video on my phone I might send to Yoshi. You can throw in there that shows us demoing it, because I like to come in sometimes on demo days and do some stuff like that.
The foot might be easier.
It's that wallpaper that's holding it all together.
Yeah.
Oh, there's way more studs than I thought. I don't want to kick a stud. That's There's more studs than you think.
Try and rip it that way. Yeah.
But we demoed the center part of it and made it one big closet, so for the master it kind of had more space. We're really lucky on this house. We didn't have to put too much into it. I think we ended up spending about $28,000, but these bamboo floors were in all the bedrooms already. Actually, this one had regular hardwood when we pulled out the carpet, and the other 2 bedrooms had bamboo. But we had a remodel that we tore this bamboo out of on the Craig Drive property, which you've seen the before, and we'll have an after video for that soon. But we took that out of there and put it in here, because when you pull the bamboo out, it's kind of tedious to pull the nails out of it again, but we could reuse it. And most hardwood you can't reuse, but the bamboo we could. So we had a ton of hardwood from Craig that we're going to reuse the bamboo flooring for future remodels. Plus it's kind of eco-friendly. You can advertise it as an eco-friendly material. Head down here. One thing that was kind of a pain in the butt on this house, which was an extra expense, is we had to retexture all the walls. The guy that lived here before tried to do it himself, and it was really blotchy. It was the orange peel, and it wasn't even, so we had to sand all the walls, retexture the whole entire house. So that was a little bit of the pain in the butt. Back here, we just have another bedroom. Got 2 bedrooms. They all have hardwood in them. You know, people I've found don't really mind too much for hardwood and living space versus bedroom space. It's just kind of 6s. But on this house it was already in here, so we kept it. You can even see that there's a couple of scuffs on the hardwood, but nothing too bad that it was going to deter anybody away. So in here we have the bathroom. Again, we didn't have to do pretty much anything in this bathroom, which is nice, because kitchens, bathrooms are pretty much done, which is where a lot of your money goes into. It allowed us to put money into other places of the house to really make it sell easily. The tile was already here. This floating cabinet, which is a lot what we're doing now. We don't have them sitting on the ground, they're mounted to the wall. That was already there. These modern fixtures were already here. We actually just had to replace one door, which we're doing right now. That's why it's not on there. But this is an IKEA setup as well. You got the IKEA side cabinet, an IKEA side cabinet here. And then another cool thing that was already in here was the dual shower heads. You know, just kind of a cool little feature. That's just another wow factor. We like to have 2 or 3 wow factors in every single remodel, so that we can really reel those people in when we're selling. Let's see, what else? Oh, let's head to the other side of the house. The one downside to this house is it's a little bit broken up, a little bit weird layout. So that's why we priced it a little bit under where we thought we would. But we still sold it quickly because we made it work and we staged it. So on homes that sometimes have awkward spaces, we'll stage them so that people can get the feel for it. Like the front room kind of had a little bit different feel, but once we staged it, put a fake TV up, all that kind of stuff, it worked. And as we head over here, you'll see how we made the staging work as well. So in this room, we continued the laminate floor. There was already laminate floor that looks like hardwood that was already in the kitchen. So we continued it into this eating area because people don't want to have carpet in an eating area. They want easy cleanup for crumbs and everything. We put beadboard up. Beadboard's kind of my new thing that I'll be overusing until people catch on and copy it from us and make it so it's not cool anymore. But we put the beadboard up. There was a little bench seating in here that we ripped out that just didn't really work for the space and made it closed in more, so we ripped that out. I still have the bay window feel to it and everything. As you head over here, so this is a little bit of a weird space that I was talking about where you almost have this big open area but you don't have it be used, so we kind of staged it as an office. We put a little desk, lamp, and flower here so that someone could be like, oh yeah, this could be a nice little office space to use. It's wide enough. You can still walk past it. You can get a good sized desk in there. We put all this tile in this area because we're close to the canyon, so we almost knew that someone that would be moving up into this area is probably outdoorsy, they go skiing, that type of stuff. So we wanted a lot of hard surface flooring. This is almost like a big mudroom. You got a mudroom back there and a mudroom in here. We're getting a custom ski rack made to put up here. We just haven't finished it. We didn't think we'd sell the house this fast, and before we could even put it up, it sold, but we're still gonna make it and put it up here. It's an old vintage wood ski that has some hooks on it to hang. So that's gonna be up there, but that way someone can come in, they can unload their skis, take their boots off, everything on this tile, and they're good to go. They don't have to worry. This is a little bit more modern tile that we're using in a lot of our remodels that we like a lot. This is the tan color. They make it in a gray color and then also a dark gray. But we did the alternating pattern on the floor. In here, we have the laundry room. We just had to relocate the hookups from the left side wall over onto the back wall here. Pretty easy to do. We're doing this in some of our remodels when we're doing plumbing. If it's too big of a deal to put it behind the wall, we're putting it on the exterior of the wall. In a bathroom, like exposed copper is actually kind of cool. We did on one of our rentals. I'll have to show that to you guys. But that was a really cool little thing that we're doing on some properties, and we're doing the more modern stuff. So we got a little half bath here that you can check out too. Again, we just went and matched the same cabinet that we had in the other bathrooms. It's a floating cabinet. I really like it. We did beadboard on the side. It's just, you know, a little bit more modern handle on there. It's pretty cheap at IKEA. So pretty good all around. Lastly, we've got a nice, again, another little mudroom storage area. They can put this could be extra food or, you know, clothing, sports stuff, all can be stored in here pretty easily. You got cabinets up top. And then we'll head at the back. It's got a big backyard, which we can peek at real quick. So back here, you got a big open space. We had a lot of dead grass and weeds, so we killed all the weeds. We're trying to bring the grass back. It's the best it's looked since I've been here, so we're doing a good job. That's a really key component that you're going to want to do on houses. You don't want dead grass. Hire somebody that's good at keeping your sprinklers up, making sure they're working, mowing your lawns, because once the grass dies, it's hard to get back by the time you're selling it. And curb appeal, whether it's front and backyard, if your grass is dead, it's not going to help you sell it, and it's one of the most simple things to overlook. But we had a dead spot over there that we didn't want to put sod in, so we actually just kind of made it look like a raised garden and put some plywood or some 2x4s around it, and that's a garden area. Back in that, if you can see back in the corner, there's a dead circle out there. We just laid some seed down, but that used to be a trampoline hole, but for, you know, liability purposes, and a lot of people are going to have a trampoline, we just got rid of the tramp and filled it in with dirt. So you can kind of get a peek at the garage here. This is probably one of the biggest reasons why I bought this home and was so stoked on it and comfortable, even though it was a tight deal. It's a four-car garage. It's 2 wide but double deep with even extra space on each side. So you get a peek from it out here. I'll go open it and we'll take a look at it, because that was a big reason why we were on the fence with this home but decided to go forward. Alright, so here's our big garage, which we're actually using as a storage shed right now. All of our garages, we throw extra materials in and stuff like that and keep it. We're actually going to be moving them into pods, like those pods you see when you move in and out of your house. We're moving all of this stuff into that so that it's easier to transport in between properties, because we reuse doors or pick up new stuff. This house had an extra air conditioning unit in the backyard that we're going to be using on our property. It's a huge air conditioner. Or sell on KSL. We got an extra fridge, a lot of extra appliances that we either use in rentals or sell on KSL, whatever we want to do. Here's those vintage skis I was talking about. So we got some little hooks that we're just going to mount up on there, and then mount this ski on the wall. It's a cool little vintage coat rack that we can make. But this is a huge selling point. I love garages. I wish I could have this garage because it's double deep. Got a little workbench area and storage in the back right corner as well. So this is kind of the kicker of why this home would definitely be worth 10, 15 grand more than any other comparable in the area. Some don't have garages, they only have carports. We have a 4-car garage. So that's pretty much it. The numbers on this one, we bought it at, what was it? 155, I believe. Got our commissions back because it was a short sale. On the front end, we gave a bonus to the short sale agent because she really did a good job of getting it approved pretty quickly for us. And we put about 28 into it. I think I mentioned that before. And our sales price was $239, I believe. And they were a conventional buyer, no closing costs. And I think we went about 5 grand. They came in 20 grand under list. We countered 15 back, so we went 5 grand under list. Maybe 4,000 in concessions. So it's too many properties to get them all confused, but I'm pretty sure that's the number. So this actually turned out, when we first bought it, it was kind of a marginal deal. We were like, I don't know if this is gonna work, but we wanted to commit to it and do it, and we needed a property. We liked the area, and it was kind of under the price point of $250. And we actually originally thought we were gonna probably list it around the $220 mark, but the market picked up. There wasn't much else in the area, and whatever there wasn't that great. So we listed it a little bit higher, which a lot of people are doing right now. If you'll see, or any one of you guys that are flipping out there, you're getting more for your money right now. So we actually got more than we originally counted on. We ended up being a really good deal. I think we made probably around 40 or 45 on this. So they're 28 in, 48, 5 out, 42 out. So it's a really good deal for us. So thanks for dropping by. Hopefully Yoshi will put in some of the funny videos we took when we were doing demo stuff. Thanks. Bye.